What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Custer Gray here from Anime Escape with another Invincible review. Episode 7. My God, this episode. Episode 7, we need to talk. My God. That's all I have to say. This is all I got to say about this episode. My sweet Jesus. Okay, getting off topic. Episode pretty much always starts off with a review. Everything that's happened with Mark, and then Amber, bad guy, Debbie finding out that no one, Omni-Man, killed the Guardians, and then it cuts to Debbie waking up, and she looks over, no one's not there, he's downstairs, he has the bloody shirt on the counter. They're going back and forth like, you lied to me, this, and this, I don't know you, I can't trust you. She's get out of my house. He's like, oh, you don't really mean that. He's like, get out of my house. And she leaves. So, cut to, I think it's, you get a glimpse of Amber, Mark, and Mark's friend William riding back. Mark's trying to explain to Amber what's happening. She ignores him. Cuts to Adam and Eve. Atom Eve. I finally got her name. Cuts to her. She's like recovering and looking at the news and stuff, seeing how to help the world and everything like that. Then, as Omni-Man like jets out the house after the argument with Debbie, all you see is like soldiers just pop up like they're invisible. They're like, look, you need to come with us. Tell her that. They drop off Amber. That's when Mark reveals he's invincible, and she's like, I know. And this is the part that pissed me off, guys. Side tangent. So, he told her he was a superhero, and that was the reason why he could not, he wasn't there all the time, he was a support, all that stuff. All the proper reasons why he wasn't there. And her response was, I know, but you what? Here's my thing. Now, here's my thing. I know this is a side tangent. Completely side tangent. As someone who has a secret identity, this is something like undercover cops and stuff like that. You can't tell your family what you're doing. Or there's a possibility they come back and hurt your family, loved ones, everyone you know. Same way would be with superheroes. There are villains out there that are just on that level of, oh, I know your secret identity, I'm gonna fuck your life up. Like, point blank period. And she's mad because he didn't tell her that he was a superhero. That he lied about not telling her he was a superhero, and that, he wasn't there all the time. I know this is a show, but I feel like that is something in the real world people don't understand. If you're an undercover cop, and you've been undercover for a year now, that means you got some ranking in a gang or association or something like that. And you finally break down because it's ruining your marriage, everything like that. You finally break down to tell your wife, your lover, your spouse, whatever. Like, hey, I'm undercover. I'm not supposed to be telling you this, this can get you killed, stuff like this can happen, stuff like this backfire. And then she gets mad and be like, you know what? I knew you were undercover. That was the fact you lied about it. Besides the point. So, she's like, I still don't want to be with you, pretty much that. Monster Girl comes back, do a little celebration. Then it cuts to the twins. This is the coolest part to me. Cuts to the twins. And then you see you see a trash truck roll up to the twins' hideout, and the twins open and just start shooting at the driver. The driver's not responsive. They're like, what the fuck is this? They reach for the driver's hologram. Come to find out, it's your robot. And robot is you need to move. So next thing you know, you see robot's real body and the tube come out. So. So they do the transfer robots, But after adding and taking out some parts for the clone body where the twins tried to sabotage Robot. So then he's like, look, y'all going back to jail after they did a neural uplink so he can still control the robots and everything. But as he's fighting them, there's an alert, whatnot. Cuts to Mark. Mark is talking to William about how he's been dumped and this and this and bad boyfriend and everything like that. So he snatches up Debbie. The interesting part is Omni-Man standing on a mountain practicing talking to Mark to explain what's happening, to explain what's going on. So, sorry, my tattoo is but then it obviously back and forth between everything. The main part was after Omni-Man was practicing talking to Mark, it cuts back to Robot, transferring. They were having some issues transferring him and stuff like that, saying his mind was too dense, his motor, the part of his brain that like controls motors, scales and whatnot isn't up to par, stuff like that. So they finally get everything straightened out. The clone is like, I wish it could have been both of us. The original, he dies on the table because he wanted to die so he could, do this. Then that's when Robot turns on the twins, saying you're going to jail, attacks them, and then cuts to coming back home. Let me tell you guys. I believe we're about 15, I'll say 20 minutes into the episode. This one shit hits the fan, my friend. So he gets in the house. And he's like, Debbie, Mark, he's looking around and then he's like, wait a minute. And next thing I hear, and just empty clips. Like, he just like empty the whole clip like it's a gang of them and he just kills them all. Kills them all relentlessly. Then he shove one's out the house and one's reaching to this house across the street. He's like, word. So he busts in the house and then there's the Cecil's assistant there and he's like, no, Ray, it's not like that. And he shoots him. He's like, get out of here. And then they're going back and forth arguing. He's like, Omni-Man's like, you're always weak. You see this little lap dog, this and this. And he goes to hit a button and Omni-Man grabs him by the spine. And my man's last words was, it's been an honor working with you, sir. Omni-Man's like, who in the hell are you talking to? He hits a button. Boom. Blows up the house. I'm like, bro, they are not playing any games with this man. So, it cuts to Adam Eve flying, looking at her phone, and she runs into Invincible because Invincible came to talk to her. So pretty much he was, explaining how he ruined stuff with Amber and stuff. And Adam Eve's like, yeah, I told you to be honest with her, not to lead her on and stuff like that. Yada. So he cuts back to William, Mark's friend. And next thing you know, all you see is he's like, what the fuck's that? And it's Omni-Man walks up and he's like, where's Mark? He's like, I don't know, bro. He smashes in the head comical. Where's Mark? He said he was going to meet somebody called Eve. Call her. I was like, oh shit, you're dead. So he's like, call her. He was like, Mark's phone is busted from when we got attacked. So where does she live? The straight worst of the worst. It's that dating a dad's daughter conversation, but times a million. It was so intimidating. And he was like, yeah, she leaves out there in the woods about 100 miles that way. He takes off. And I'm like, bruh, this is getting intense, beyond belief. So it cuts to the Guardians, and they was told by Cecil to stay put, and don't move until he says so. Then Robot comes in with a new body. It cuts to Atom Eve talking to flying with Mark, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Boss moment. So Omni-Man's flying and all of a sudden you see this like glow on him. He's like, y'all would not. And next thing you know, it's a laser beam from a satellite, and it hits, and then it kills everything in the sight. Like all you see is like one bird drop, two bird drop. Then it's like 10, 20, 30, and it's like scorched earth. I'm like, Jesus, like, this is ridiculous. So they go to charge up again, like, cause Omni-Man like gets up and he's like, oh, I'm sick of this, and he like goes, flies out to the satellite, and they're like, shoot it again, and then like they shoot it, but Omni-Man destroys the satellite. So, what else is it? It cuts back to when Omni-Man comes back to Earth, and Cecil actually pops up, and Cecil like shoots him in the chest with a gun, and he's like talking shit to Cecil, Cecil's talking shit to him, and next thing you know, Cecil was like, you know, I'm a good liar, but you fooled everyone for months. He's like, that means you're a great liar. He's like, that's the one thing I'm gonna keep doing. And I forgot what he says exactly. He was like, I can at least buy some time. And next thing you know, the cyborgs like you see from last episode just pop up like 3 containers, boom, 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 and they're just beating. I mean, they were putting hands on. Not saying they were winning, but they were literally putting hands on Omni-Man with no remorse. And I thought they took the guy, the dude to jail who did all those crimes. No, they just added him to the clique and just like, look, you're gonna do this to dead soldiers, bring them back, and keep it moving. So yeah, that's what happened. Obviously, Omni-Man defeats them. Then Cecil was like, I forgot what he said, bring out some monster. He said, bring out some monster. Cuts to the twins, come to find out their insurance plan was the Immortal Man. Now, damn, I kicked the shit out of this. But the Immortal Man was killed off the very first episode, obviously. So they brought him back and tried to put an inhibitor collar, or pretty much a control collar on him. Didn't work. It broke. He's like, where's Omni-Man? And then they were like, I don't know. He just flies off. So it cuts to Omni-Man facing this monster. Like, it's a monster that he's beaten like in Japan one time. And news reporters fly up and it was like, it looks like Omni-Man is fighting a monster he beat a couple months ago that was in Japan. This, and this, and then it sees Mark and Eve flying by, and Mark jumps in to help his dad. And, you know, they're going back and forth, and Eve is talking to Cecil. Eve is like, I gotta help him, and Cecil's like, no, you don't. You don't want no part of this fight. And it's like, get out of here. So, it cuts back to, I think it's, I'm trying to think. Where does it cut back to? Oh, it comes back to the Guardians, and they're like, we need to go out and help. And Cecil pops up again. He's like, no, you don't. He was like, you're the last hope against Omni-Man, and cuts off. And they were like, wait, what? And Black Samson was like, yeah, he said the last hope against Omni-Man. And then Rex was like, oh, so that's probably why the last hope of Omni-Man was the blood stain on the wall. So they're putting 2 and 2 together. So then Omni-Man pops up and starts putting hands. Putting hands to Omni-Man. I mean, he I don't want to say he put up a good fight, because he actually did. But at the same time, Omni-Man just, again, punches a hole through him. The last thing Immortal does is like tries to guide his Alge out, but Omni-Man splits him in 2. And like Mark literally like beats the monster, then ties it up and turns around and sees that's like, the fuck? And then all of a sudden you hear the titles like, Mark, and I'm like, bruh, like nigga, like bruh, like this shit's ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says, what anyone do. This show is getting kind of tense. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Stay true, stay savage, people. I am out.